Hey guys, Jeff here with the Common Sense Camper. Hey, I thought I'd share something with you. You know, once in a while we all buy something that we find out later, or sometimes sooner, that it just doesn't work for your particular needs. And one of the things that I have tried to do is do a lot of research on the products that I do purchase. And I did a lot on this specific product. But then I started using it and I found out that it just is not for me. And I know a lot of guys that have bought the Jetboil, including myself, and it just didn't work out. So I found a way to kind of modify this thing so that I can use it in the way that I would typically use a cook set that's not going to be on an open flame. Now, first I want to explain to you why this is not my favorite way to cook. The Jetboil system is really designed to boil water. That's really the main purpose of this setup. And you know, they recommend that you don't actually cook food in this. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because they're worried about stuff sticking to it, because this thing does get hot very quickly and it boils water very, very fast. But it's obviously also a container that I wouldn't put on an open fire. So for me, it's not a real versatile container. And so that's the main reason I don't use this a lot. Now, what this does come in very handy for is if you're going on a backpacking trip where you're eating everything out of you know, bags, dehydrated food, and you boil the water, dump it in the pouch, and eat it that way. But I don't do a lot of that type of outdoor activity. The couple times that I did use this, I will say it is very, very handy. So if you're someone that is a backpacker, someone that does a lot of hiking, and a guy that eats out of bags a lot, I think you'll really, really like this. It is the quickest way to make a cup of coffee. I can vouch for that. So, you know, I looked at this thing. I thought, you know, it's a shame that I bought this and, you know, I'm not really using it. So I found a way that this is going to be a lot more versatile for me, and that is I went out and I purchased this. And because what the problem is, you know, this, with the exception of this all comes with the kit. So you get the pot, the lid, the cozy, the cup, the burner unit, and then the pedestal for your can. And this by itself doesn't work well with other containers, like a pot or a cup, or an MSR kit. So I found this, and this is actually an aftermarket part, or you know, this might actually be made by Jetboil, I'm not sure, but this is pretty simple. It just folds up like that, and what that does, it gives you feet for this. Because let me grab a pot real quick, or a cup, so I can show you what I'm talking about. So if you have something like this and you just throw that on there, that's going to snuff out the flame. But with this, you can set that inside there, and this is probably a little, well, no, I guess that still works. But you could always fold these in if your cup's a little smaller. What that does is it lifts it up off of the flame so that it actually does not snuff out the flame. Now this, you know, if I take this out of it and the cup, now this is something that I do use, and I use this for areas where you're not allowed to have an open flame, and this works really well for me because then I can put my MSR cook set on there, pots, pans, skillets, you know, whatever you want to put over a flame where you can't have an open flame. And you then also, you know, that container, like something like this or my GCI cup, that's what I prefer because it's more versatile, as well as my clean canteen. There are other things I can use that for. I can place it on an open fire, whereas this, I can't do that. Now, as far as function of this, it's really simple. I do find that matches are a lot easier to use to light this with, just because it keeps your fingers clear of the flame. So hopefully I have enough fuel in here. So what I thought I would do is I'm just going to put some water in this. I'll show you how fast that actually will boil that water. So let's see what I have here. It's probably about half a bottle there. So that's probably, I don't know, that's probably 12 ounces. So we'll turn that on. My flame went out. So this is how I prefer to use it, just because I can use my normal cook set or tools that I carry in my backpack all the time anyways. So, but like I said, if you're a backpacker, someone that does a lot of hiking, I mean, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I mean, that is a really good system. It just doesn't work real well for me. So we'll see how long that takes. And like I said, it's not going to take long. I'll turn it up here. I keep turning it off. This is killing me. I need to put a big arrow on which way is open and closed, because I do this all the time. Like all the time. See if I can't catch my basement on fire while I'm doing this. Alright, so that was closed, and this is open. Either way. Yeah, I'm starting to get bubbles in there already, so like I said, it doesn't take long. Oh, anyways, while we're waiting for that to happen, one thing I found that I can put all this kit in is that's just one of those $4 Rothko bags, and I can put my fuel canister in there, the pedestal, the mount, and then also the pedestal for the cooking device, and it all fits in there. I can just throw that in my pack. I usually take a pack of matches and throw it in that front little pocket there, and it works out really well. There's also actually enough room in there if you're just doing a day hike, where I can throw in a small pack of rice or ramen noodles, or something that I've dehydrated and just want to cook for lunch that day. So it's we're actually getting bubbles, so it's actually starting to boil right now. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it off. Yeah, it's definitely boiling now. So that's it, guys. Hopefully that helps out, and if you bought one of these, hopefully I've given you kind of some new hope with a new way to use this, and it's just basically purchasing this pedestal, throw it in a $4 Rothko bag, and now you have a jet fuel system. And after I put this together, I didn't feel so bad about buying that and never using it. So that's it. This is Jeff with Common Sense Camper, camping out.